Are you feeling like your debt is just overwhelming? I got you. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Latasha Brown, here to help you experience a healthier and greater life and financial life. Today I want to talk about debt management. So by the end of this video, you will have some tips and ways that you can manage your debt. So make sure you stay to the end because I have a special moment that I want to share with you. The first way that you can manage your debt is by budgeting. And I'm not just talking about creating a budget, but I'm talking about following a budget, because many times we could sit down and we could budget monthly and we could create the budget and have everything listed out, but we do not follow the budget. It's so important to follow your budget, because your budget is going to tell you what you can and what you can't do. It's going to give you that visual, that roadmap inside your finances, and give you that view of what you need, what you can do, what you can save, how much you can pay off in debt, and all of that stuff. And it gives you a great view of what's coming in and what's going out each and every month. So when you're looking at managing your debt, following your budget will allow you to understand what you can do when it comes to managing your debt. And the great thing about having a budget and following your budget is that when you are on the path to pay off debt, you can realistically look at your budget and say, okay, this is how much I can pay extra over the minimum towards debt each and every month realistically, and I can do this and be committed to doing this each and every month. And I always like to say, if you can automate anything within your budget, do that, because you're setting systems up for yourself that will allow you to be consistent. So tip one, follow your budget. Number two is having a plan to tackle debt. If you have a plan to tackle your debt, it makes it more easier to manage your debt. And what I always say is to follow a method. Choose a method that fits your financial situation that you could be committed to, and follow that method. And what allowed me to knock out debt quickly and just made it easier for me to celebrate small wins was the debt snowball method, because I was able to list out all my debt. And this is key. This is key. Even if you got a good idea of how much debt you have, it's always good to reevaluate your debt and go back and reanalyze how much debt that you have. Maybe you've been paying the minimum, or maybe you've been paying more than a minimum on your debt. It's so important to go back and recalculate how much debt that you have and relist it, because you never know, you may be close to paying off a debt. So it's good to go back, recalculate your balances, and just to see where you at when it comes to your debt, because that is how you manage your debt. And with the debt snowball method, you're able to list out all your debt from the smallest debt to the largest debt, and then you're focusing on one debt at a time. And what's so great and how it helped me is because I was focusing on the one smallest debt, and then I went back to my budget and pulled that amount that I was able to apply to extra towards the debt plus the minimum, and then just work on paying that debt off. And you will be surprised just how quickly that you would pay off the debt when you're consistent and when you're focused on one debt at a time. Because when you're looking at your debt at a whole, it can be overwhelming, especially if you got big debt. But when you're focusing on it one debt at a time, you'll be surprised just how fast that you pay it off. And then you just get that sense of, celebrating each time that you pay off a debt, and just looking back and just seeing how far you have come is very inspiring. So having a plan to tackle debt and following a specific method and knowing where you stand with your debt is so key when it comes to managing your debt. And final way is to ramp up your efforts. And you do that by finding ways to earn more money so that you can pay more towards debt. You may have other financial goals that you want to meet, but if you find ways to earn extra money, that'll help you ramp up your efforts towards paying down debt. And what I did in the beginning stages of my journey is I would do side hustles. I would take advantage of any savings opportunities such as cashback rewards, couponing, because what that did to me was it allowed me to save in one area so that I could take that savings and apply it to paying off debt. So if I save $50 in grocery, I would take that $50 and pay it towards the debt that I was working on paying on. And it really allowed me to see some great accomplishments with earning extra money. Question: how do you manage your debt, and do you follow a debt repayment method? I'm eager and curious to hear from you, so drop it below. And if you're not and you find it difficult to manage your debt, drop below, what do you need in order to move that overwhelm out of your process? So look forward in hearing from you on that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop it below, because you never know who may have the same question. And before I end today, I want to share with you a special moment of mine. I wanted to give you my debt repayment update. So far, I've been paying off my debt, and I started paying off debt March of last year. Prior to that, I was budgeting consistently, investing and saving money, and I was paying over the minimum on my debt. But I really started to ramp up my efforts in paying down debt. And as of today, I have paid $35,279, and I'm going to give you that breakdown right here. You will see it. Last year I started paying off debt, and I paid all my credit cards off. That was $6,500 in credit card debt, so I'm credit card debt free. I paid off personal loans. I had two. One balance was $5,840. The other loan balance was $7,500. And then I had a furniture bill, which was $2,500. And then I just paid off my car as of yesterday, and the balance on my car was $12,939. And I have paid that in full as of yesterday. So I'm so super excited, y'all. $35,279 paid off in debt since last March. And I'm so excited. And I just want to leave a message to all my mama friends out there who just may feel like they can't get ahead, who may feel like, that they are always being set back. I just want to remind you to stay the course, because years ago, actually back in 2007, I remember looking out the window on my job and praying and hoping that my car was out there in the parking lot so that I can make it home to pick up my children. And so I celebrate these wins for that mama back who I was back then. She didn't give up. And I thank God that she did not give up. I thank God for always walking with me and reminding me to keep going. And so I remind you mamas out there who may just feel discouraged, who may feel like they want to throw in a towel. All of those feelings are normal when you're on your journey. Trust me, I know, but stay the course, trust the process, and just keep going, because you're going to look back and you're going to thank God that you did not quit. And so today I shared a special moment with you, and I thank God that I kept going and I did not quit. And for the mama I was then, she kept going. And here I am now, and I'm just continuing to move forward and just show up, share my journey, my experience and knowledge with you, and praying and hoping that someone would grab hold to some hope for their journey to keep going, So I thank you for allowing me the space to share, to guide, and to share my journey. So thank you. And do me a great big favor, y'all. Like this video. Your likes matter to me. I graciously appreciate you. If this was helpful and valuable, give me a thumbs up. If you need support on your journey, I'm going to drop a link. I have a support group. It's called the Abundant Tribe Support Group. We do book readings. I leave motivational messages there to push you along the way. We do challenges, and we just talk about our challenges, talk about our successes, and celebrate each other's wins. So if you need support and accountability along the way, feel free to join the support group. I will drop a link in the description section. And y'all, do me a huge favor. If you like topics, financial motivation and inspiration, and money management, saving money, earning more money, investing money, join the community, y'all. Subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you, and may you stick around a little longer and grab hold to some good vibes and transparency and some inspiration along the way. You don't have to do this alone. Grab my hand and let's go, y'all. And y'all, in the meantime, in between time, have a most abundant day, y'all.